If you're stuck in the friend zone, it's not because women are too confusing, it's not because she didn't see your value, and it's not just because you were too nice. You are stuck in the friend zone because somewhere you have trained your nervous system to be safe rather than desirable. You have trained your nervous system to be the nice guy rather than a man who portrays his masculine strength. And once the woman you are madly in love with or the one you really like categorizes you in the friend zone, you are not going to talk out of it, but you are actually going to bleed out of it. And here is the uncomfortable truth: friend zone is not something that the woman put you in, but you created that for yourself because of your inability to lead as a man. And this is exactly what we are going to talk in today's video. So, if you're new here, I'm Vesh and I'm a men's coach, and I help men heal with their traumas, attachment issues, and wounded masculinity in order for them to pursue meaningful connection with women. I have also released a new course which is known as the Nice Guy Detox. And if you're looking to get rid of your nice guy habits, a little bit of your anxious attachment, and also people pleasing habit, you will find the link in the description box below. So, without any further ado, let's get into the video and talk about what even made you get in the friend zone in the very first place. So, the friend zone is something that you created for yourself. You created it by listening to her endlessly vent about other men. You created it for yourself by being too emotionally available without having any emotional direction. You created it for yourself without actually expressing your needs and desires in the thought process that you might actually ruin the connection. And you just waited. You kept orbiting around her and you kept hoping that maybe one fine day she actually sees your value. So let me ask you one question, and you do not have to answer this out loud. But when was the first time you felt that attraction towards her, but instead of expressing it, you suppressed your feelings in the hope that eventually she sees your value and eventually she sees your worth? This is the exact moment the friend zone is born, my dear friend. And another circumstance is, let's say you did express your feelings and emotions to her, but she does not feel the same way about you. But again, you extended your stay and you chose to stay in her life merely as a friend, bearing all the emotional burden at the cost of your self respect. And this is another way the friend zone is actually born. Now, think about this very carefully. If you are in her life showing up as her emotional support system, and there's another man in her life showing up as the emotional challenging man, who do you think her body is going to respond towards? And how much more longer are you going to sit quietly in the hope that she notices you, but slowly in the whole process, torturing yourself, showing all possible ways to yourself that you don't love yourself, while you convince yourself saying that you're just being too mature and you're just being the safe, nice guy? Now, the message is not to be the bad guy. The message is not to be emotionally challenging to the point that you are emotionally unavailable towards her. The message is, get your self worth in track, get your confidence in check. Stop choosing a woman over your self respect as well, because it's only the men who don't care about themselves end up in this shitty situations. And somewhere maybe you have actually learned to romanticize such situations by seeing the movies and by seeing all the hopeless romantic stories on your screen. But this is not how things work in the real life. And what's going to happen is you're just going to cause yourself more and more pain eventually, because you don't see your worth and you don't choose to walk away. And here is the real cost. Every month you stay in the friend zone, you're basically training your nervous system to be accepting breadcrumbs from the other person. And eventually, this doesn't just affect your dating life, this starts affecting the perception that you have about yourself. You start seeing yourself as a man who's not worth being chosen by a woman, because you're constantly being presented with the proof in front of you that the woman you like is not going to choose you. But you put yourself in this position because you also somewhere do not see your worth. Any new relationship or a connection does not create any new self worth wound or any new traumas inside you. These are all the wounds which were existing from before, even when you actually met this person. Because had it not been for this inner traumas and wounds, you wouldn't even have gotten attracted to a dynamic which is probably one sided. Now, let's talk about the real reason why a woman actually puts you in the friend zone. A woman never puts a man in the friend zone who she feels that polarity with. She puts you in the friend zone because you represent a man who cannot lead with his spine. You represent the nice guy who does not care about himself. You don't create any environment where there is a little bit of tension, which is actually required in the early stages of attraction. And you don't even risk rejection in her mind, and you don't even create the desire in her body. And these are all the reasons why the attraction is missing in the very first place. And the most common thing that happens is when she does not feel that sense of attraction towards you, but she feels that you are someone who can support her emotionally, this is when she puts you in the friend zone. But it's only a man who thinks he deserves to be in the friend zone allows this to actually happen. The strength is not in the woman's side, the power is not in her side. You also have the power to make the conscious choice that, hey, I deserve better than this. If she does not like me back, that's completely fine. That doesn't mean that's the end of my life. But you need to train your mind to actually think in this manner. And you think that attraction is logical. You think that the more you do for her, the more you actually slave away for her, the more she's actually going to fall in love with you. But attraction is a nervous system level recognition. A woman feels that sense of attraction towards a man whose nervous system actually signals confidence. And if your nervous system actually signals low self worth to her, she feels that lack of safety when it comes to being in a relationship with you. Now, on the other hand, women who are traumatized, they also get attracted to men who play games with them. This is also because she also has a very low bar when it comes to her self worth. Any woman who does not feel she's worthy of love, she's going to get attracted to a man who is emotionally unavailable towards her, a man who treats her as an option too. But on the other side, she will always retain you in her life because you are the man who gives her emotional support when someone else is possibly giving her stress from the other side. And this is why, if your presence does not make her feel any sense of attraction, it does not make her feel that sense of desirability or even a tad bit of mystery and uncertainty, she is not going to perceive you as someone who is attractive. And attraction is the first roadblock that you actually need to get over when it comes to you being in a relationship as well. Now, attraction is not just about how good you look, attraction is about how you mainly carry yourself. There might be one woman who probably doesn't find you attractive, but there might be someone else who definitely finds you very attractive. But this is a very subjective thing, so it's not about you having a good face or not. I have seen a lot of men who are just average looking ending up with beautiful women because these men think pretty high of themselves. They have that masculine energy, they have that masculine confidence, they have the strength, and they don't revolve around her. In fact, they set the pace in the relationship. They know how to lead in the relationship, and they know how to emotionally direct the relationship as well. These are the men who are not scared of losing the woman. These are the men who are confident in their own worth, and they know what is meant for them is not going to pass them by. And this is why most of the dating advices which talks about just be yourself is actually pretty detrimental, because the version of yourself that you're justifying is someone who over adapts, who does not have boundaries, who revolves his life around a woman, who basically has no strength in his spine, and who does not have the ability to create tension even in the connection as well. And somewhere probably you are also in that attempt to chase external validation through the woman you actually like, where anytime she rejects you, your confidence crumbles because you don't have that faith in yourself. And masculine confidence is not something that you learn by just following confidence hacks or tips. It is something that you create in your nervous system through a nervous system and identity level collapse and then building yourself back up. It happens when you actually face all your self limiting belief. It happens when you face all the traumas that you possibly incurred in your childhood, or it happens when you possibly face all the relationship traumas that you have also incurred in your life as well. And let me be ruthless for a moment. If you're actually stuck in a friend zone, it's not a dating problem, but it's a masculine identity orientation problem. And somewhere you don't trust yourself to do what you want. You don't trust yourself to speak what you want, to tell the other person in front of you, this is what I want from you. If you cannot give me, I'm ready to walk away. And this is not something that you use as an ultimatum or something that you use as a threat to the other person. This is a self imposed boundary that you actually follow to protect yourself, because it's only the men who don't protect these boundaries often end up in a situation where they get heartbroken and they get taken advantage of. And somewhere you don't want to take the risk of losing her, and you also do not have enough self-worth to actually identify that if a relationship is not reciprocating my efforts, I am willing to walk away. And so you stay in this connection, so you stay in this friend zone. But the truth is, any man who does not have that boundary to walk away is the most unattractive thing for a woman. Because somewhere he is also signaling to her that he does not have any strength in his spine. Because desire without any direction feels heavy to the person and it doesn't feel magnetic at all. So ask yourself this question: if she never sees your worth because you don't see your worth, and if you are stuck in the same place for the next 6 months, where every single month you're chipping away on your self worth, how would you feel about yourself eventually? What message are you sending yourself about the fact that what kind of a man are you? In fact, you learn to even tell yourself that you are a man who is not worth being chosen, because that's the message that you send yourself. That's not on her, this is on you. Anytime a woman is not giving you the clarity that you desire, it's your responsibility to walk away from her. If she doesn't see your value, someone else would see it. But the longer you stay in that position where you're okay with not being valued, the more you are prolonging your own misery. And you don't need any kind of dating tips. You need to learn how to regulate your nervous system. You need to learn how to rewire your subconscious mind to believe in your own worth and start having self love for yourself. You need to practice masculine containment and direction in your own life. And you need to have a clear internal leadership. And these are not things that you understand when you listen to someone talk. These are not things you learn from a YouTube video. But these are things when you learn to actually sit with yourself and you rewire your belief system completely. And I have created two courses now. One is to help you with your masculine confidence, and another one is to help you with your nice guy habits so that you don't end up again and again in these friend zone situations. You will find the link to both of these courses in the description box below. Now, to end the video, here is one last thing I want you to remember about getting out of the friend zone. You become a man who is not put into the friend zone, not when you are waiting for someone to choose you, but when you are the man who learns to choose himself. Even if that means that, hey, he's going to get hurt walking away from someone else. And what this means is you express your desires early on without any confusion. You are willing to accept that rejection in a clean manner, and you learn to walk away when it's time and not when it's too late. And ironically, this is the moment where you probably lose one person from your life, but you generally become more magnetic to other women around you, because you are a man who sends out a signal to others that, hey, I am not going to tolerate any kind of bullshit. And a man who doesn't tolerate bullshit is the kind of man who actually claims respect from other women. So I hope this video is helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.